Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you my NFL awards predictions for this upcoming season. Pretty sure I'm going to make a pile of you guys mad, so after this video, let me know in the comments where we differ. Disclaimer as usual, I literally just named it, so I don't need to go through it. So without further ado, let's get into my NFL honors predictions for this upcoming season. Cue the intro. Alright, we'll go ahead and start with the Protector of the Year, which is the newest award. And if you're asking me who I think is going to win it, is none other than my guy, Jordan Mailata. This man has only improved since he's gotten to the NFL. Last year, he didn't have he had the highest overall grade out of the tackles, and he didn't have a grade for any category under 90. Like, this guy has been stupidly consistent for the past years. He's a great compliment to Lane Johnson, and this year I think he wins the first ever Protector of the Year award. We're going on to the Coach of the Year, and realistically you could pick guys like Liam Cohen, Ben Johnson, all of the new flashy coaches, but I think this year it's going to go to Mike Vrabel of the New England Patriots. I think this guy should have never been fired by Tennessee in the first place. I mean, he's proven in Tennessee that he is a smart head coach. I mean, he made Ryan Tannehill a functionable quarterback. Like that, not a lot of coaches can say that they did that. Also, if you look at what Drake May has done with his young talent, Mike Vrabel is just getting ready to see what he can do with Drake May, and I think because of that, Drake May and the New England Patriots are going to thrive, and he's going to win your Coach of the Year. Alright, now it's time for your Comeback Player of the Year, and I'm very glad that the NFL reestablished this as whoever got injured that had a good season. So realistically, you can go Christian McCaffrey, you can go Dak Prescott, all those guys that got injured, but I think it's going to go to Aiden Hutchinson. I don't really think I need to do much explaining with this one. I mean, the guy snapped his leg fully in half. If he is able to do whatever that he was doing last year, 7 sacks in only 5 games, he will win your Comeback Player of the Year, and he just feels kind of like a shoo-in. Alright, now it's time for your Rookies of the Year, starting with the defense. And look, most people are expecting me to go with Abdul Carter, but I'm going to go a little bit more south. I think I'm going to go with Jalen Walker. This guy, I mean, from what I've been hearing, he's a very smart player out of college, and he won the Dick Butkus Award for a reason. But if you look at their edge rushing, like, there are no edges in that defense besides him and the other guy that they drafted, James Pierce Jr. So a lot of people are going to be paying attention to the Atlanta Falcons, and therefore Jalen Walker is going to get a lot of attention, and he's going to get a lot of plays, and they're going to be running a pass rush defense. So for those reasons, I think Jalen Walker is going to win your defensive Rookie of the Year. I mean, he won the Dick Butkus Award in college. I mean, come on. Right now it's time for your Offensive Rookie of the Year. If you're asking me, it won't be Genty, it won't be Travis Hunter, it won't be Cam Ward. No, it'll be Tyler Warren. I think if you look at that sort of offense when it comes to the Colts, it's good. The tight end is going to be Anthony Richardson's comfort zone because we all know he cannot pass very well. He's not a very accurate deep ball passer. He can't really hit guys on the flat, so I think he's going to be looking for the tight end a lot of the targets and a lot of the times to go little short routes and drag routes to pick up the first downs. Therefore, Tyler Warren's going to put up the stats, he's going to put up the numbers, and he will be your Offensive Rookie of the Year. Done. Alright, now it is time for your Defensive Player of the Year. And again, a lot of options you can go. Honestly, you can go Jared Verse. He could be a nice up-and-coming. You could go Will Anderson. You can go Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, any of the goods. But I think it's ultimately going to come down to TJ Watt. Listen, I know it's not sexy. I know it's not a fun pick. I know a lot of you want me to go a little bit off the rails, but this dude has been robbed twice in a row of this award. He should have won in 2023 over Garrett. He should have won it this year over Surtain. I think this year he finally gets it done because he's just too good. I refuse to believe that he'll never win a Defensive Player of the Year in his career because he's just way too talented and he only gets better with age. I think this year he finally breaks through and gets what was robbed of him. Alright, now it's time for your Offensive Player of the Year. Again, so many options. You can go Jahmyr Gibbs, you can go Derrick Henry, you can go Saquon Barkley, or you can go maybe with receivers. You can go Amon-Ra, Justin Jefferson, maybe even a quarterback. But no, I think it's going to go to the guy who just so happened to have won the Triple Crown last year, Ja'Marr Chase. I think if you look at the Bengals offense, I mean, like, look, Joe Burrow, Ja'Marr Chase, they play buddy ball. That's what they do. They're gonna play buddy ball. You know Ja'Marr Chase always gonna get above 150 targets a year. Nobody's even gonna go to the Bengals and, hey, maybe let's stop doing what works. No, that's not gonna happen. Plus, Ja'Marr Chase, I mean, listen, the dude's just unbelievable. We have to assume that he's gonna get an Offensive Player of the Year eventually in his career. Like, he's not gonna go his entire career without winning the Offensive Player of the Year. If it wasn't for Saquon last year, he would have unanimously been the winner last year. I think this year is finally the year of Ja'Marr Chase. Alright, and now it is time for the good old MVP. This is gonna piss a lot of people off. It's just gotta happen at some point, man. Next year, I think Jalen Hurts finally breaks through. But why is this the year? Why is this finally the year that Jalen Hurts will win the MVP? I'm not trying to be biased at all. But I do think that Saquon Barkley is going to get figured out. I do think that he's going to take a little bit of a step back this year. I don't think we're going to be running the ball like 25 to 30, 40, 50 times a game like we did last season. Well, I do think that there is going to be a regression from Saquon Barkley. I don't think, with Jeff Patullo, our new came from being our pass game coordinator to now being our offensive coordinator. You got to assume that he's a pass game mind. So he's going to lean to Jalen Hurts a lot to pass the ball. And Jalen Hurts is an elite passer. He's the best deep ball passer. He's the most accurate deep ball passer. He's very smart. He doesn't turn the ball over. And with as good of a runner he is, I think he's going to put the stats together. I think he's going to finally win an MVP. Because realistically, who and where would the Eagles even be today without this man right here, Jalen Hurts? He's my MVP pick. Don't overthink it. And that is going to do it for my NFL Honors Awards. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope I didn't make you guys too mad because I know you guys are screaming your heads off. So without further ado, I'll see y'all guys the next time I upload. Peace.